Hey guys, it's the Average Violinist here, back again with another video. It has been a hot minute again from the last video because I can't keep a consistent upload schedule, but don't worry, there are two videos. This video that comes out, and tomorrow there'll be another video out. I also need to use my Twitter more because I don't use Twitter, never have, and I've kind of just opened this Twitter account and I've kept linking it in the description and I don't use it, so I'll start posting on that hopefully. I'll try to be better about posting on that more, but anyways. Today we're looking at Hakos Baelz again. Last time we looked at, what was it? Play Dice. This time we're looking at Psycho. I got asked by a few people from across different videos, but most recently from the last video on Muna, I got asked again to do a video on Psycho. So to whoever asked that, I can't remember your name, but I like the comment. I just remember that. But to fulfill your wish, we'll go straight into this. Hakos Baelz Psycho. Let's see what you can bring this time.
Hey unhappy world よこそ楽園へ Into this aura 吸い込まれていく地球もそろそろ回り疲れて飽きちゃうねいつまで転がる輪廻転生繰り返される営みつまんないセンスと同性旧姓をごちゃ混ぜ混沌召し上がれ悪意が僕さ微妙してやまないガラスのカツラは入ったら綺麗ね罪の重さでコッパみじん愛したいの生かしたいの恋したいの歩めたいの世界が僕らを嫌うなら左胸で踊り狂う時今は西が見ついてたかぶる赤い目しておどけ様が残酷は天使の照らしてプレイながらもて遊んだジャクジャハイサブ見つけてファイクファイク治療してよカルテはめちゃくちゃそしてほらその細い針不可解つだない落書きでも純真無垢でしょこれが好きでしょどこに染まる愛直情的な恋僕はどこまでいけるのか醜いな汚いな美しいな素晴らしいな時代を僕を受け止めてさっきも聞いたよ我がものストレス社会遊んで僕はひたすらこの楽園を生き抜いてやる左胸で踊り狂う時今は西が見ついてたかぶる赤い目してじんわき踊れ残酷は天使の照らしてプレイながらもて遊んだ僕がいつか飽きるまでただ遊んで Hey listen, this is my paradise ジャクジャハイサブ見つけて最高最高
And that's it. 3 minutes, not even. But words, no words to say. Absolute master of a piece from Baelz. There's a lot to unpack in this one. A lot. There's so much to unpack in this one. Not typically the music I listen to. I think most people could probably assume that, me being a classical musician. But again, there's so much I can unpack from this. I was really... I'm kind of being left speechless about how good that was. I'm not going to lie. Right, okay. Let's get stuck into a deep dive of this because there's so much to unpack. We're going to... Again, I'm going to do the format of... I'm going to go through the music first and then I'll go through the lyrics as we go kind of section by section as I re-listen to this a second time. I am going to need to re-listen to some sections maybe once or twice just to be able to pick up everything. Right, from the beginning. From the very, very top. Okay, first thing I need to comment on. In your face, just first thought when I heard this, in your face, literally in your face. And from what I know of Baelz, or Bae, I've been told is what she's called because no one actually properly says her name or something. But I feel a bit weird calling her Bae, but we'll call her Baelz for now to be polite. No, in your face. Also, from what I know of the lore, I was saying chaotic rat, I believe, is how my friends described her, or people that knew more about her than I did. Chaotic rat. I mean, yes, very much so. As soon as I kind of got that feeling very, very quickly. As soon as I heard this, it was like, okay, this is really just kind of bum bum bum, big bass coming into your face, right? Like nothing, no build up, no nothing, just straight into it. It's really, really nice. Very fitting. So, very short intro, 6 seconds, no longer, doesn't need to be longer. And we establish with the images. I'm going to comment on the animation again later because there's 3 main elements. I like to comment on instrumentals, vocals, and if there's an animation, of course. Bum 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 bum. Just a repeating rhythm. Nice simplistic. Repeated 3 or 4 times, and that's it. Just nice and simplistic. So we got bum 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 bum. It's almost like a question and answer already straight off from the beginning between the bass and the kind of synthesizer. Like it's like a voice just got turned into synthesizer. It sounds like someone going oh, but like it's been twisted and all that. But of course we got this brilliant image of Bae in a what would be, I think, like a psych restriction or like psycho restriction where they're like all tied up because they'll go crazy. Very nice. And then you got nice wee descending bit there just to bring us into the title screen. Psycho. It's flat. It's very, very brief. It's very quick. Everything is blasting by very quickly.
Hey unhappy world, into this aura,
and I stop there. Okay. A lot happened. Relatively simplistic opening. It works for the pace, of course. It's relative. It's a lot of kind of basic things going on, but they're done very, very well. Again, we have a very basic background instrumental. The voice is to shine here. This is a vocal piece of music. The voice is to shine for this, especially in this section. It's not an instrumental section. It's the opening of the piece, and we have verse 1. I would call this. You have how would I do? Beats on every bar. Bum 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 bum. Into unhappy world, into this aura, got this kind of dubstep kind of beat going on every beat. And there's this big thumping brass note that's being played every few beats. I think it's on the first of every bar. Hey unhappy world, into this aura. Yeah, first beat of big thumping. It sounds like a. It doesn't sound like a tuba, but it sounds like a. It could be a trombone or a trumpet, or a trombone probably more likely that's been tuned down, or like in program tuned down not to sound natural, because it's not. It doesn't sound like a physically playable brass note. There's that other. It's a very dubstep beat I'm getting from this. There is a very distant harmony in her voice. We're gonna go to her singing here. Yeah, thirds. There, it's very hard. It's very hard to hear because it's just there. You have to be looking for it to find it. So there, literally about a second ago. Don't know what that is. Sounds like an oboe of some sort. I would think it's some kind of woodwind, but it's very brief. I think it does play, but it's covered up by most of the other bits of instrumental for the next few seconds. But just there, like 2 seconds ago, I'll point that there. And the build up. And a nice wee distortion on the voice, like kind of an olden day TV kind of sound. Right, let's have a look at the lyrics here. Right.
Hey unhappy world, into this aura.
Hey unhappy world, what was this? Welcome to paradise. Hey unhappy world, welcome to paradise. It says to disorder being sucked in. They all look tired of spinning soon. Right, okay, the first few lyrics, hey unhappy world. There's probably no doubt about it that a lot of people know that the world's not exactly the biggest, happiest place. Like the open world is not always the nicest place on earth. Hey unhappy world. We're very looking at the world pessimistically here. But we also could be looking, because of the imagery that we've seen already of Bae being like a psych ward basically, that she might be just a bit loopy, and she's kind of emulating that by getting this really pessimistic look in the world. Hey unhappy world. It's not even a debate, it's just a statement of fact. Welcome to paradise, the psych ward, I assume. So disorder, craziness, associating very psychic problems or psychology and all that, and it's all about the mental problems that you can get from this. It's very, very pessimistic and narcissistic. I don't know my English words that well. Being sucked in. Okay. Till when are you planning to roll? No idea. Being sucked in until when are you planning to roll? No idea what that means just yet. We'll move on. Let's take a next wee bit here. So verse 2, I believe, or a bridge. Oh, no, halftime. Okay. Okay, and we got that nice wee kind of come through. Okay. Okay, so we have a brief wee section here that slightly differs, this wee bit here, and then we go back to kind of verse 1's instrumentation. This wee bit is like a kind of, I believe it's halftime. It feels like everything's slowed down, so I'm just going to call it halftime. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, it's halftime. If it's not halftime, then I'm going to have to go study music theory again, because this is what it's all about. So here we have some more realistic drums. Slightly more realistic. You can hear the cymbals slightly more. It feels like they're clacking off something, not... It's because with the amount of filters and noise things you can do around with Ableton programs and like FL Studio and stuff like that, it's hard for me to tell sometimes with songs like this where they don't obviously use acoustic instruments all the time, that it's hard to tell what's exactly being played. But I think it's a less edited version of a drum kit, like. It's a very interesting beat though. You still got that deep synth bass coming through. It's still relatively simple, just outlining the bass note of the chord basically. It's only for a few bars, it's like 4 bars I think. Yeah, it's like 2 or 3 bars at most, maybe 4 if I can count. Okay. So hard to hear. Right, okay. We're gonna take a quick look at the lyrics just because it seems like this seems like a wee in-betweeny kind of break bit here. Lyrics. Reincarnation doing the same work over and over again. Prison? Question mark? 20 question marks added to the end of that. Reincarnation, a new life. Of course, the imagery of being chained up in a psych ward. Boring, just numbers and control. What are the numbers, Mason? What do the numbers mean? Okay, whoever knows what I'm talking about there. What do they mean, Mason? What are the numbers? It wasn't Mason. You'll know what I'm talking about. Whoever knows will know. Boring, just numbers and control. Control in a prison. This is very difficult to kind of, because I don't have any personal experience with this. This isn't something I can kind of relate to myself. I assume this is in a psych ward or set in a psych ward. Like, just looking at the freeze still frame of this imagery, I mean, you can see the eye that's in the top right corner. It's very mental. It's very your inner demon kind of thing going on here. There's Tartaglia in the bottom corner. I don't know why. I thought that was Tartaglia down the bottom of the corner. Whoever knows what that is too, also will get that. Okay. Only brief 2 lines. Right. We'll move on because this is there was a relatively short section that slightly different, so we'll move on to the next bit. Ooh, big section change. Sounds like a modulation as well. So here, we're back to the bum, 3, 4, bum, 3, 4. But instead of we're going back to the same instrumentation that we had in the first verse. But instead of the first two bars are identical, but then we got the third bar going up. The bass note is going up on the first beat instead of down as it did in the first verse. We're leading up to this key change. I think that's what's going on here. We also have this big high synth kind of playing off here while she's singing. Whatever that is. Riser into the, and we've got this kind of 8-bit kind of music, 8-bit kind of wee bit that's also doing the wee thing at the end. Whatever that was, sounds like I failed the game or something. And also, that is a terrifying still frame to be on. That's gonna give me nightmares. Okay, that brings us there. Okay, we'll keep watching see if I can get anything else. We're back to this halftime thing that we had. Build up. And I'm gonna block that. I feel bad, but I have to because we have the chorus is an entirely separate section on its own. I cannot attempt to even cover these next seconds. Feel the key change with the 8-bit kind of thing going on. No, there's a big. You got this aftershock of a chord basically. Big electric guitar, I believe. Big chord, and then this, kind of it's very EDM electric sounding to me. Instrumentation being sparse in the way that it's not complicated, it is a very full sounding instrumentation or backing track basically, but it's sparse in the fact that it's not doing much. It starts playing what seems to be block chords, which does fit the theme to keep everything nice and slow. It lets the voice again shine on its own. It starts with a weird laser beam effect sound. And we've got this build up. So we have this kind of build up where the drums obviously start coming in more than just the first beat, first and third, first, second, third, fourth, with the snare instead of I believe the snare. Yes. And then we have it on every half beat. And then we're out of the halftime, we're on every beat still. It's got this build up, which kind of pitches, the drums pitch up, drop out, and then you got the bang into the chorus. Let's have a look at if I've missed anything first, or I've missed anything in it. Yeah, probably the main thing I've missed is the guitars also getting pitched up at the same time, but I don't think it's too significant. Yeah, I don't think I can really hear it. There's not too much going on now. I'm looking at it. Not that it's a bad thing when I say, oh, there's not too much going on. It's just that with how it sounds initially, it was like, oh my god, there's so much stuff going on. I can't keep up with everything. But once you break it down, it makes it a lot easier. I think a lot of the time makes things a lot easier to kind of process and go through things. Right, we're going to go through lyrics. Next wee bit. Mix up everything, both odd and even. Enjoy the chaotic mess. Okay, this is probably referencing to her chaos, big chaos rat thing. The 20-sided die, I believe. It's 12-sided die. Well, 12. Well, 12. Wait. 12? 3 sides. 1, 2, 4. Wait a minute. 2, 4. Wait a minute. 2, 4. This is gonna take me a minute. 2, 4. You know what? We're just gonna assume 12. I'm not gonna try and 3D kind of this in my head. I'm gonna assume 12 dice. Malice captivates me. Now she has her eyes open. It's just terrifying. I can't stop, and there's the big things coming out of her eyes. Glass slippers are so beautiful when you wear them. Okay, I'll take your word for it, but okay. Under the weight of your sins, they will turn to dust. Again, the lyrics written out here are written really well to portray the... They make no literal sense, but of course I think some people can understand. I can't really, but like there's certain obvious references like here, they'll crumble, glass will shatter underneath you, glass slippers will become triple, but under the weight of your sins they will turn to dust. You will grind them to dust with the weight of your sins. I want to love, I want to live, I want to destroy, I want to kill. Lovely. If the world hates us. No. Build up. Okay. The lyrics are written really well. They're written in a way to kind of throw... They're meant to be written to represent, I think, a person that is like, you know, who's a bit psycho, obviously, in terms of literally the name psycho as the piece. So it's like, I understand it, but I don't, because it's not meant to be understood by, you know, the average person. There's meant to be a bit of craziness in it. You just look at the artist. Also, credits to the artist, like the person who drew all this and did all the animation stuff like that. This is great. The art helps the music. It kind of gives you a relatable thing to it. Like you look at Ben and you're like, yeah, bit crazy, bit crazy. So yeah, we're only 47 seconds minutes. I've already spent 20 minutes doing this. Right, we're gonna keep going because I don't want to hold you guys for all too long. Make this go on forever. Right, next bit. Chorus. Okay. Okay. Nice chorus. Very nice chorus. Right. So, the organ on the left side of my chest. Actually, wait. Wrong order. Not lyrics first. Instrumentals first. Can't remember my own rules. Build up. Drop. So we've got bass drum in 1, claps on 2, and bass drums in 1 and 3, claps on 2 and 4. Simple beat. We've got this big heavy bass synth going on here, and a lot of extra higher synths that are there's so much going on. It's so hard to pick apart. Okay, so we have a repeat. I believe an extra synth has been added in an higher range. Me trying to analyze terribly here. No, it's there. Oh, my poor brain. No, okay. So no, there isn't too much of a difference between the first and second repeats of that kind of melody. Lyrics obviously change, but there's so much going on in the synths. There's bass synths. The drums are masking the bass synth well, so I can't tell if they're landing on every first and third beat, if they're doing straight one kind of bass synth on every beat. You have all of this other kind of noise that's going on, obviously to kind of represent the kind of craziness of what's going on in this kind of psychotic kind of feeling. but it's very hard for me to pick apart. But it sounds very good, though. I will say it does. It sounds very good. We're gonna hop through the lyrics for this because I don't want to spend too long trying to think about just the instrumentals and trying to wring my brain out over that. Because I don't think I'm gonna be able to get it accurate, anyways. Okay. First lyric: the organ on the left side of my chest. The heart is on the left side of your chest. My left side of my chest. The heart. Also, that image is very nice with the dice. Thanks to every last moment. Okay, eyes in wild revelry. Revel. Back to Google. Here you go. How do you spell that? Revel. Right. Live noisy festivities, especially those that involve drinking a large amount of alcohol. Okay. Eyes red, white and wild revelry. Sounds like she's having a party. Am I invited? I'm not sure how it would go, to be fair. But, okay. The organ on the left side of my chest clings to every last moment. Very nice. Whoa, whoa. Just nice bit of ad-lib. Eyes red, wild, and revelry. So, this could be portraying her drunk. But, like, I can't see that really tying into the psycho thing unless, like, you're drinking outside of the psych ward? Before the psych ward and all that? Like, living the life. I can't understand this piece very well, but I'm trying to piece them together by lyrics and by anecdotes and kind of that thing, but I can't really pin down what the meaning of this is. We'll see what the next wee bit is. Cruelty wears the face of an angel, toying it within with sorrow. So she's very mad of someone. Cruelty is wearing the face of an angel, like a wolf in sheep's clothing. Same kind of concept, toying with it in sorrow. Toying with what? Again. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I can't sing in tune. Similar concept. Crush the losers and weak. Psycho. And in this case, very interesting. I like how she's used the word psycho. Because one is literally the English word for psycho, but the other one is two Japanese words. Psycho. I mean, I think it's Sai, S-A-I, and then K-O-U. Kind of makes more sense, but in literal translation, it's like let's go, psycho, let's go. It's very interesting how she used it. I do like that kind of mismatch, even if it's only for like a kind of wordplay or phonic sound play. But it's very nice. Toying with it in sorrow, again, I have no idea what she's referring to in this. But you know what? I'm getting the feel of psycho. And I feel like I am going psycho and analyzing this because it's so hard to analyze. But hey ho. I'm enjoying it. Crush the losers and weak. Crush the losers and weak. Like, I mean... Again, very pessimistic view of the world. Crush the losers and the weak. I'm completely not getting the point of this piece. Lovely. I like how like the weak lyrics have been written at the bottom. Let's go, crush the losers and the weak, psycho, let's go. I mean, like, also very cool effect there. Vocal chopping. Ooh, yeah. Kind of like a wee closing TV kind of thing, or some kind of closing wee bit. Then we've go to the next verse. Interesting, different rhythm. Now this is where we get complicated. Different rhythm. Got a nice wee swung rhythm. You got kind of, it's kind of swung or dotted. I can't tell which, but it's very nice. It's a, I think it's swung. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yeah, it's kind of different rhythm. Very different rhythm. It's a lot more slow paced, kind of. It feels like a light rhythm. It feels like a lot more jumpy, very happy. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, and instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, and kind of very straight and strict. This is a lot more kind of chilled out. We keep the bass note. Kind of bump, 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 bump. It's very chill accompaniment. Woodwind. You can hear the wee woodwind. Nice wee layering. Oh, and then we kick into the big bass kind of thing going on. It's like my inner demons are yelling at me. We've got the similar build up with the drum beats coming in every beat. And we build up back into a chorus. Very interesting how this works. It is very interesting. Right, lyrics. Heal me. Cry for help, probably. The clinical records are a mess. Come on, stab me with that thin needle. Like, again, this kind of, it's invoking this kind of psycho feeling. Like, I'm getting this kind of feeling. I don't understand the lyrics all that well, because again, some of this is translated, so it might not literally mean that. I have been warned of that. Some of the meanings that I'm reading here, I know that they got an official translator probably for all this, but it might not just quite mean exactly what she intended. I don't know how involved Bae was actually, or whoever the lyricist was with this, so I'll take it with a grain of salt, but obviously there's still bits of it. I think I should be understanding more of this, but I can definitely get that feeling of, well, the title obviously being Psycho, you want to get that kind of psychotic feel from this song. I definitely do get that, even with the lyrics that are translated. Cry for help, like the internal cry for help, but it's not actually shown on the outside of you. It's all internal. Come and stab me with that needle, because again, this is kind of going back to those early, like late 20th century, mid 20th century kind of things where they conducted all these experiments with psychotic people, where lobotomies were a thing and all that, where a lot of mental stuff was still very much primitive medicine medical medicine for mental health wasn't really a thing back then. You were kind of just seen as crazy, loopy, or stupid at that time. So this is bringing me this kind of feeling I'm getting is kind of going back to that kind of time. Even the incomprehensible scribbling. This is probably the most obvious reference to crazy people when you think it, like the stereotype of crazy people drawing on the walls in their prisons, sitting by themselves in isolation, just with nothing but scratching their nails on the walls or drawing things on the walls, weird symbols that they see in their mind. Is pure innocence right? It's like a question from this the person that's in there. Like, it's all pure innocence, right? None of it, I don't mean any of it. It's all innocent. I didn't even know what this is about, like, from the inside. Or this could just be employed to be a psychopath and you're, like, trying to bait people in. I don't know if that's the meaning. So, my attempt at trying to interpret lyrics. This is what you like, right? Okay, this is just creepy. Okay, this probably leads me towards the more psychological side, where a psychopath would like pull people in with it's all pure innocence, right? This is what you like, right? It's like very, for lack of a better word, sus or suspicious. Before I get memed on for that, but yes, it's very suspicious. Kind of got that weird psychotic feeling. Love died in poison and impulsive infatuation. Love died in poison. Dating a psychopath would be creepy and very scary for me. Understandable. That's probably the reason for that. A love dipped in poison, forbidden fruit, or don't, it looks nice. Don't actually go near it. Might look nice. An impulsive infatuation. Impulsive to do without a plan, or to just kind of go with your impulses, go with your instincts. And then infatuation obviously being an unhealthy kind of attraction to something. How far can I go? Again, this is giving me that kind of creepy kind of these lyrics are giving me that kind of creeping feeling. It's like, okay, what's she gonna do now? Oh, this cruel, dirty this cruel, dirty, beautiful, wonderful time. Please accept me. Please accept me. Like, it's like I'm almost looking, when I'm listening to this, if I'm looking at a person that's psychotic or is a psychopath, it's like I feel like I'm looking at that, and that's really good. I think if this was the point of this video, is to be able to look into the mind of somebody that is crazy or psychotic. It's done very, very well. Oh, we had that tiny instrumental, which we had bum 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 at the very beginning. We had bum 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 bum. No, we had kind of the same notes, but they're playing being sped up for this. We also have this infinite staircase, which is very nice. Build up. Well, but oh, very nice build up. Kind of the kind of snare hits, but and then get dropped into the. Oh no, sorry. This is the instrumental section. Not my specialty, but I'll try my best. Very staggered hits. Bum. Bum bum. It's like on the 1 and the 4, you got these big bass notes coming in, big hard punching bass notes, and the rest of the I describe them. Synthesizers is like the most close term I can get to that. But it sounds very nice. Kind of got these big screeching noise like at the top. We're at like the top of the guitar for this. It's got big screeching sounds. It's like we're at just at the very top of the guitar for that. Very nice. Also, I like the infinite staircase kind of thing, where it's like an infinite like loop that you just keep going. But again, we have credits here. Title Psycho vocals, Baelz, lyrics, Zach, I believe that will be said. Does that say music? Music, can't read the name. And Tom Hack, arrangement. There we go. Illustrators, Dino, movie, Close. I applaud you guys. I have no idea how you make stuff like this because I can't. I'm just a poor orchestral musician that is attempting to analyze this. Let's move on to the next wee bit of lyrics. I'm not gonna spend too long on this because I don't understand it all that well. Here comes the next section. Again, a very different instrumentation. Similar but not the same. And it drops us back into the chorus. So we've got this kind of build up, or this middle 8 possibly. We've got this very, very high synthesizer coming in. It's very prominent. It's very, very robotic. Again, 8-bit like. We have a similar drum pattern, I believe. A 1-2-1-3 bass and the 2-4 claps. And then we've got this kind of dancing bass that's going on. Boom, 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 boom. It's very hard to describe. Nice wee break. Kind of that false drop. Build up, everything pitches upwards. We drop back into that. Let's take a look at the lyrics. So annoying. I heard you already, you fool. Oh, my heart. That's very, very mean. A society of stress, so what? Keep on surviving in this paradise. So annoying. I've already heard you, you fool. Like she's clutching her head. It's like, you know, she's probably talking to her doctors or some other people, like her psychologist or even. I already heard you, you fool. Kind of like, you know, shut up, stop talking to me. A society of stress. So what? It's like, so what? Do I care what the other side was like? What do I care what society cares about? You know, I don't care. I'll just keep on surviving. Self-preservation, #1 priority. In this paradise, I believe it's a psych ward. The mind of someone that's psychotic, I guess. I don't understand it because hopefully I'm not psychotic. I'm not psychotic, I really hope. Or else I'd assume I'd understand most of this. We're Ooh, I don't have that wee closing noise. And we're back into the chorus. Different instrumentation. Okay, so there we go. We've got the nice sweet ending there. Okay. Instrumentation changes from the first chorus, because there's only 2 choruses, I believe. Right. Instrumentations, we've got a slight change with that kind of... How do you describe it? A very electronic EDM sound that's like a mid-high synth kind of thing. A lot more prominent. If you listen to the previous chorus, if I go back to the previous chorus, I didn't hear it. Okay. Please don't tell me I'm just tripping again. No, it's a lot more prominent. I believe it was in the first chorus, but this time it's a lot more in the front of the mix where you can really hear it. It's a lot more staticky. That staticky noise that's coming very prominently out. But otherwise relatively similar to keep that feel of the chorus. So much stuff I'm not able to pick apart from this. Okay, so let's take a quick look at the lyrics for this. Okay, in the organ in the left side of my chest, similar, brings to every last moment. Eyes red, boiling blood dances. Slight change, boiling blood dances instead of whatever it was before. Eyes red, revelry or something. But boiling blood dances. Blood's boiling. You know. Not a happy rat is like my best accurate term for this. He's not a happy rat in this. Cruelty, where is it? So I think she's kept the majority of the lyrics similar. Toying with it in sorrow. Again, I don't understand that line. She's kept most of the lyrics similar enough. Same ad-libbing. Until the day I get bored. Let's keep on playing. Kind of like a call to play dice. Not gonna lie, I'm not sure which one came out first. Let's keep on playing, but she's still got that kind of playfulness in her. Kind of that Bae touch of playfulness, despite the psychotic nature of the song. Until I'm bored, let's keep on playing. It's like playing a psychotic kind of game. I mean, this song is playing games in my head, me trying to analyze it. So instead of Psycho Psycho, she says this instead. And we get this nice kind of electric guitar solo. What did she say there? Hey losers, this is my paradise. It's like a wee insult just thrown in there. Hey losers, this is my paradise. I guess that again, this paradise is a psych ward. She's a bit crazy by saying this. But it's nice electric guitar. And then we're back to the ad-lib with the whoa. Crush the losers and the wake. And here we go, Psycho Psycho. But this time, Psycho Psycho doesn't mean the same thing. Psycho, still the same first Psycho, but the second Psycho means is the best. Psycho is best. 2 different words I again suspect. Me knowing Chinese gives me that kind of thing where I know that the romanization of the characters doesn't necessarily always correspond to the same characters, so it could mean something completely different, where in this case it does. Again, a very nice play in words, because you have psycho and you literally have psycho, 3 different psychos. The English word for psycho, the Japanese word for the best or is the best, and you have the previous psycho that we had, which was something completely different. I'm not going to try and recall that, but call back to the start. Instrumentation calls back to the very beginning, and the sigh of relief kind of at the end. Okay, that was 40. We're close on to 45 minutes. That's a lot. Most of that was mumbling. I apologize if today's video was slightly less quality than usual. This was a mind melter and my mind has already been melted today. But anyways, if you guys did enjoy this video, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below what I should look at next, and hit the like button. I keep forgetting at least one of the three. But anyways, that was Baelz, Hakos Baelz PSYCHO. I thoroughly enjoyed that. As much as I did enjoy it, I cannot analyze it for the life of me. It's just not a genre that I think I'm very capable in. But it was good practice, at least for my oral skills. And I hope you guys enjoyed me trying to like tear my hair out while I tried to analyze that. But anyways, without further ado, I'm going to leave you off here and look forward to the next video coming out tomorrow. It will be start end. There you go. You'll know what tomorrow's video is if you got to this point of the video. So, without further ado, that's a goodbye from me. I'll see you guys in the next video.